It's 10 trivia questions on the network HBO. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show. Today's episode all about the home box office. That's what it is. I was like, the home broadcasting office. That's not right. HBO. There are no Game of Thrones questions, just a forewarning. I did this at some live nights, and people were like, where were the Game of Thrones questions? They were really mad. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't do any. So just a bunch of random other non-Game of Thrones questions for you today from HBO's history. Hope you have fun playing along. We have tons of great products. You can get to support the show on Etsy, etsy.com/shop/trivia with buds, or link in the show notes. And get some coffee mugs, get some t-shirts, get some trivia books. I still have probably 30 copies of Volume 1 and maybe 25 copies of Volume 2. The physical print copies, those are $10 shipped for free to you and make a great gift to someone who loves trivia. Each one is filled with 23 trivia puzzles I've never done anywhere else. And you can get the digital download of that as a PDF for only $7. And you get that instantly. You can print it out. You can share it with whoever you want. You can use it to host trivia or host your own trivia night at home. Whatever you want to do. Check it all out on Etsy. Before we jump into HBO trivia, here's the Geek Out Challenge card for today. Name 6 films in which a dream sequence appears. Name 2 TV shows that have come back after being canceled. For literature, 2 titles in which the Vatican plays a role. For music, 4 songs with the word night in the title. And miscellaneous, 6 TV actors who went on to be feature film stars. All right, those are all of your questions for the warm-up. I'll try and answer those at the very end if you want to see me struggle. Otherwise, let's jump into HBO trivia. Here we go. HBO trivia, question number 1. Chris Noth played Mike Logan on Law & Order. Who did he play on Sex and the City? Number 1, Chris Noth played Mike Logan on Law & Order. Who did he play on Sex and the City? Number 2, what HBO series focused on the Fisher family running a funeral home in L.A.? Number 2, what HBO series focused on the Fisher family running a funeral home in L.A.? Number 3, played by J.B. Smoove, what is the first name of Larry's friend and roommate on Curb Your Enthusiasm? Number 3, played by J.B. Smoove, what's the first name of Larry's friend and roommate on Curb? Number 4, what Jim Henson produced kids show could only be seen on HBO from 1983 to 1987? What Jim Henson produced kids show could only be seen on HBO from 83 to 87? Number 5, which comedian filmed a record 14 specials for HBO? Which comedian filmed a record 14 specials for HBO? Number 6, who did the guitarist Steve Van Zandt play on The Sopranos? Who did guitarist Steve Van Zandt play on The Sopranos? Number 7, how many seasons did Entourage run for? 4, 6, or 8 seasons? How many seasons did Entourage last for? 4, 6, or 8? Number 8, The Rehearsal and Nathan For You star. The Rehearsal and Nathan For You star a Canadian comedian named Nathan. What is his last name? The Rehearsal and Nathan For You star a Canadian comedian named Nathan. What's his last name? Number 9, Doom Patrol is an action series on HBO Max. Is Doom Patrol a Marvel or DC property? Doom Patrol, Marvel or DC? Number 10, on Barry, what is Barry's initial job on the show? On Barry, what is Barry's initial job on the show? And the bonus for 2 points, what was the earliest console to let players play The Last of Us when it first came out? What was the earliest console to let players play The Last of Us when it first came out? The HBO series, very popular. That one is about the original game. Let's see if you know that one. All right, those are all your questions for HBO. We'll be right back with the answers after this. We are back with the answers to HBO trivia. Let's see how you did. If you got all 11 correct, pat yourself on the back. If your name's Pat, pat yourself twice. Number 1, Chris Noth played Mike Logan on Law & Order. He played Mr. Big on Sex and the City. They killed him off in the reboot. Mr. Big died on a Peloton, I think. Number 2, what HBO series focused on the Fisher family running a funeral home in L.A.? 6 Feet Under. 6 Feet Under. Number 3, played by J.B. Smoove, what's the first name of Larry's friend and roommate on Curb Your Enthusiasm? Leon. That's Leon. Number 4, what Jim Henson produced kids show could only be seen on HBO from 1983 to 1987? Fraggle Rock. Number 5, what comedian filmed a record 14 specials for HBO? George Carlin. Number 6, who did guitarist Steve Van Zandt play on The Sopranos? Silvio, the concierge of Tony's crime syndicate. Number 7, how many seasons did Entourage run for? 4, 6, or 8? It was 8. 8. Number 8, The Rehearsal of Nathan For You, star a Canadian comedian named Nathan. What's his last name? Fielder. Nathan Fielder. Number 9, Doom Patrol is an action series on HBO Max. Is Doom Patrol a Marvel or DC property? DC. DC. Number 10, on Barry, what's Barry's initial job on the show? Hitman. Hitman turned actor. And the bonus for 2 points, what's the earliest console to let players play The Last of Us when it first came out? PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3. I would have definitely thought it was 4, but hey, it was 3. All right, that's today's episode. Fact of the day. Bill Murray was arrested when he was 20 for trying to bring 20 pounds of marijuana on a plane. Classic Bill Murray caper. I want to see that movie. We have the Geek Out Challenge that I will try and do right now for your listening pleasure. 6 films in which a dream sequence appears. Oh, boy. Nightmare on Elm Street, 1 through 6. That's my cop-out answer. I can't think of any other ones right now. 2 shows that have come back after being canceled. How about Mad About You? They redid that one a couple years ago. And how about Murphy Brown? And both of those have since been canceled again. 2 titles in which the Vatican plays a role for books, Angels and Demons, and The Da Vinci Code, both by Dan Brown. 4 songs with the word night in the title. Here's to the Night. That's got to be a song, right? Here's to the Night. Who had that song? Good Charlotte? I can't think of who had that song. Something about the night. Night Train by, or Crazy Train. Wait, no, that doesn't help me at all. There's no night in Crazy Train. That's a totally different word. Oh, man. Here's to the Night by some band, pop punk band, I think. And that's all I got. Oh, come on. That's terrible. 6 TV actors who went on to be feature film stars. That's pretty much anybody, right? Everyone starts out in TV. Denzel Washington was on Saint Elsewhere. Boy, I'm really rusty today, guys. Saint Elsewhere? Is that the name of a show? Oh, boy. Denzel Washington was on a TV show before he was in movies, I believe. Patrick Swayze was on an episode of MASH before he was in a lot of stuff. I got to do 6 of those? There's no way. That's all I got. There you go. Mila Kunis. She was on That 70s Show. She's in a lot of movies. Okay, I got 3. I got half of them. And I'm done. I hope you had fun playing along. Leslie Gerhardt, a friend of mine who listens to the show, always comments that she likes on Facebook when I play those at the end. So there you go, Leslie, that was for you. And shout out to my friend Michael V. Check out Michael V Art on YouTube. He's a big supporter of the show. He does like live streaming of making art, and he listens to the podcast on YouTube. And his viewers of his art channel, they play the trivia together while he does the art. So that's very, very cool and a very unique way to listen to the show. Thank you, Michael V Art. And you guys are awesome. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. We'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.